Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. Yeah, LINK chart supports further my perspective that wave 2 could have started and this wave 1, which is basically this entire move between the June low down there. Those were prices. Those were the days here around $5.80. That was the beginning. Oh no, the beginning was actually here, but not much lower. I think it was around $4.90. Yeah, that was the beginning of this wave 1 to the upside. This impulsive move to the upside, 5 waves up into the March high. And this is the 5-wave move. And yesterday we saw a first breach of support, which was our first signal that the wave 2 to the downside could have started. Basically, this entire move to the upside could have been could be complete, and this wave 2 to the downside could now nicely unfold. We have a potential 5-wave pattern to the downside. I highlighted to you yesterday that it's probable that the wave 2 has now started. I gave you a support zone already, highlighted that minimally I would like to see this wave 2 get to $12.80 to have a reliable wave 2. But that, you know, if we now see an impulse to the upside, yeah, okay, so then we are still in wave 1. But now with the additional drop below support, so there's been another drop. I call that a sustained break now. I mean, that's a bit subjective, but we've had another low below yesterday's, and that supports further the idea that the wave 2 has indeed started, because it's just the ongoing weakness. And that suggests that the previous support, which was relevant for the wave 1 still, and the pattern for another extension higher. So this support that was relevant for that is not being respected anymore. So therefore, the idea would be that, yeah, you know, we have here an ABC structure, and we probably are close to the low in wave A. I mean, I have to say that normally, when we're dealing with such a structure, the 23.6 Fib level can be a target for an A wave. And we are nearly there. I mean, maybe it's going to form another low at $15.99, $16 basically. That's an ideal target for an A wave. You know? I mean, A waves usually also come down to the 38.2 Fib level. I wouldn't rule that out, but it already looks technically quite full. So yeah, surely it might give us another low on the micro level to complete this A wave, but it's reached the next Fib level basically. So 1 second, let me just hide that. And then what I'm looking for is possibly a B wave corrective rally. And this is what I want to highlight. The nature, I mean, nothing is guaranteed in markets, right? And nobody's got crystal balls. So the nature of the next rally, which I believe should form from this region, I mean, maybe it makes another low, but there should be some kind of a bounce from here, from these regions. The nature of that rally will tell us much more about how LINK is probably going to behave over the coming weeks, possibly even months, because if the rally is overlapping and corrective and really represents what a B wave should look like, then yeah, then we are likely going to come down in a C wave and will form this nice wave 2 to at least $12.79. However, if we see anything that looks unusual or more impulsive, then I have to revise that expectation. So at the moment, I think this is the first indication that wave 2 has started. We should see a bounce anyway. That could be a bit of a, how do you call it, like gentleman's exit, yeah? So if anybody has not taken any profits, there's at least a chance in that B wave to do so. That should reach, I mean, there's no real target for a B wave, but the standard resistance area is between $19.33 and $21.29. As long as we, you know, see only 3 waves up, I would argue that, yeah, the C wave down is due. Obviously, if anything changes, I will let you know. Also, looking at the smallest time frames, we start to see some divergences form here on the 1-hour time frame. Price is printing lower lows. The RSI is printing higher lows. So it is possible that indeed we are forming a low here, but I need to see minimally a break above the last high at basically $18 to suggest that this B wave has started or something more bullish. For now, we also stay below that trend line. I mean, that is something else that you might want to track, this trend line, but it's not very reliable. We only have 2 touch points there. I would like to see just a break above that $18 level. Then I would suggest that the B wave has started, and then we can watch the structure closely. And if we see that getting exhausted, we can be ready for the C wave to the downside. That's my update about LINK. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.